Lying. It is a noun that means an intentionally false statement. Now, what is pathological lying? A pathological lying is a set of behavioral and compulsive lying, if you will, that has endless proportions. And no matter how small a lie can be, you have no idea how big of a lie you could be intentionally telling, and you end up hurting that person. And once they find out the truth, and you just basically lose trust, you lose your friends, you even family. Because and I had to find out the hard way. Because I had three people who I cared about most, and one of them who was actually my mentor in writing, which is I love to do. I sit in a computer, I write fan fiction, or type it and print it, and basically just post it somewhere where everybody can read it and enjoy. And and before I met this person, my writing was kind of like bleh. It was just not going anywhere. It was mediocre. But when I met her, she taught me a lot about writing, how to add more detail from this and that. And it basically grew into a big friendship. And we hung out almost all the time. And through her, I met two of her friends who became my friends. And we had a lot of fun hanging out, playing video games on Xbox One, Grand Theft Auto 5, and all that shit. It was just really, really fun to hang out with. But as time progressed, ever since high school, or even before that, even when I was a little bastard, I told little lies, and eventually they started growing up, growing and growing and growing. And I started telling this lie and that, with no way to back it up. And first it was really, really small, no way you can disprove or prove that that was the case. But over time, my mentor, she freaking, confronted me about it, and I spilled everything, and she was really raging pissed at me for lying to her all this time, and I realized that how much I hurt her and all of her friends, and so 2016 was possibly the worst year of my life because I didn't come forward with the truth, and I pushed on further. But I just kept pushing, and I couldn't stop. It was just word vomit everywhere, this, that, and it just started going everywhere. See, that's the thing about lying. It's a psychiatric factor in mental illness, and I don't have mental illness. I don't have a family with history of mental illness. I'm just an asshole basically, and I tell lies to make myself feel better instead of worrying about the feelings of other people who I'm manipulating. And I manipulated these people, and I am, and I'm realize right now I'm an asshole, plain and simple. So the thing I want to talk about you guys is that if you're a compulsive liar and you tell lies endlessly, I don't want you to follow down the same path that I have and lose people close to me. And you can even do worse than me. You could possibly lose family, and you could lose even more friends. Because I lost three people that I cared about with my lying, and even though that I'm on a path to accepting it, talk about it, and continue on with my life, and hope that when I wish these people the best, with their life and their future endeavors. But it took a long time for me to, you know, get on this path, and it hurts. It hurts, and I don't want you guys to feel any of that with your lying. So no matter how small or how big of a lie you told, and if it's still in this bubble in between you, this small little gray area, you need to come forward with it. Gather these people together and tell them the truth and say, hey, this is me, this is what I did, and hope for the best that they can find a way to forgive you. Because the three friends that I have, they have not forgiven me for the lies that I told. And the mentor that I told you about, she was someone that I had feelings for, and I told her those feelings, and that secret was out, and we progressed as friends. But my lying and things about my life that was falsified continued onward, and she just said she had enough. And she saw through it, and then she came right at me, and she confronted me, and it talked me down. And it hurt so much, and if there was a choice that I have, I would go back in a machine and just bitch slap myself and tell him that, hey, dude, do not fucking lie to her. She's gonna. She, it was a real tough time, and it's not something I want you guys to experience. So if you are lying, and no matter how big or small, you need to come out and and say it. And it's also being, you know, well, lying, when you tell a lie, it's either defensive, that you don't want to come forward with the truth, and lying is only good in poker, bluffing and all that, but that's just the rule of the game. But when it comes to life, lying will ruin your life. And if you keep telling lies, and basically all this stuff will just travel to your brain, and it'll create this dementia and endless network of lies that you'll be living and trapped in with no way to get out of. And I haven't told a lie since then, and I basically come out with the truth. And with all the new people I'm meeting, I'm being myself and all that. So that's the whole purpose of meeting people, friends. Is just the whole point is just be yourself, and do not lie about yourself, about your life, about the things you have or don't have. Don't lie about smallest things either, because it can grow. You know, the smallest lie can grow into a big network of endless lies, and you will be trapped forever with no way to get out unless you have professional help. And I managed to get out of my small network before it grew really, really big for these three people, and I have them to thank for that. So the point is that don't be an asshole, because all assholes are liars. They're compulsive liars, and they have no way to get out of. So fucking don't lie. And I know this is my first video, and the quality sucks ass right now. And this is the first time I've actually shown my face on YouTube for everyone to see. But the whole point is that don't lie, because all liars technically are assholes, and I'm an asshole. So the three friends that I made 2 years ago, I wish you the best. I'm very sorry for my lying, and good luck with your future endeavors.